Now this is some big news, and some big news ahead of Frontier Unlocked. Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Well, things are certainly happening recently. Since January, when we had our first Frontier Unlocked, things have started to pick up and progress with Elite Dangerous. There's not one person around here that can turn around and say, there's not momentum going on with Elite Dangerous from Frontier, and Frontier should be lauded for their efforts, in my opinion. There's been a circular that's come around, and people should now be starting to be informed of information on what's going to be happening to Elite Dangerous in this year, 2024. They say that 3310, that's the in-game year you know, which is 2024, is indeed a busy year for Elite Dangerous. There's already been 3 Titans down, with Titan Oya going down last weekend, and then Long before that, and then Tyrannus. It's on to Haddad. Okay, will he be Haddad? Shouldn't take too long if we all put an effort behind the Thargoid War. Either way, Powerplay 2.0 is also on the horizon. No pun there intended, Odyssey players. However, there's also something to discuss as well around the 4 new ship variants which are on their way, and also another new feature that Frontier have also alluded to. It's going to be 10 years, a 10-year anniversary of Elite Dangerous, and what a 10 years it's been. There's certainly been an awful lot of development with the game, and to be fair, here comes some Elite Dangerous in-game changes. So Frontier Live on the 24th of April, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, if you're watching this on the 23rd of April, 2024, is going to feature an hour-long Power Play interview with the development team. And that's something I really am looking forward to. And it will be released with more information as soon as they get closer to Update 19. Now, Frontier do say that they're very confident in the rework of this feature, and that will not only allow players to pledge, engage with, and support their chosen power, but also visually see the impact of their efforts on the galactic landscape. And we did see a little bit of that in the sort of like the precursor interview that Arf did on the last Frontier Unlocked, in regards to some of the visual effects, the big mega ships, and changes to the stations. And a lot of people were saying, well, I hope it's a bit more than that. Well, I hope it's a bit more than that as well. They do say as well, however, that in addition to Power Play version 2, there'll be some changes to engineering, some balancing changes to engineering. Frontier has said that their focus will be on making engineering more accessible and predictable, allowing you to focus on your ship build rather than all the materials needed. Now, this is a part of the game that's had a little bit of flack in regards to grind, hasn't it, in the past? Oh, I'm off to the crystal shards again. It's cost me tritium in the carrier. I've gone on a carrier. That carrier's buggered off and left me. I'm stuck on a planet. I've only got a sidewinder to pick up materials and I'm stuck. Or it's just that, hey, you know, picking up these materials is a bit of a pain in the derriere. This has been a little bit alleviated, shall we say. No longer is it all about trundling around in your SRV of choice, picking up materials after blowing the holy hell out of crystalline pieces of landscape. You can, with a weather eye and a fair wind, use Collect Olympus to pick up the materials, which does speed it up a little bit. However, they say there's going to be changes to engineering, and that will allow you to focus on the ship build rather than the materials needed. Now, what that actually means, we're just going to have to wait and see. But this next section here should allude to something about what's happening. This is about the game store and pricing. Now, the pricing is done in ARX, which is the Elite Dangerous Frontier currency. And they say that over the past few years, many commanders have identified that the store has become hard to navigate and that it's difficult to find the content that you really want. So they say that with that in mind, they will be doing a refresh to the look and appearance of the store to give a better experience for players. I have long thought that the Elite Dangerous store has been very underutilised. I'm not talking about pay to win here. I'm not talking about giving anybody any advantage by passing over hard-earned cash. That's not what I'm talking about. But I buy ship kits and paint jobs to support the game. And I've been playing for 10 years, even though I've been a lifetime member and have the lifetime pass as well. Anyway, we digress. Game store and pricing. They're refreshing the store, and that refresh for the store will start in May 2024. So not long to wait, everyone. Now you are going to notice a change in how Frontier approached the game store, which will also include ARC's pricing adjustments for some of the cosmetic items. Now when we're talking about cosmetic items, we're talking about ship kits, we're talking about engine colour, laser colour, dashboard dangly wobbly jobblies, dashboard models, nodding heads, letters. Did I say paint jobs, ship kits, etc., etc. Bits for your fleet carrier like nice leather chairs. Anyway, so there's going to be changes. So pricing adjustments for the ARCs and adjustments for some of the cosmetic items, alongside new, you heard it here, new product types, which are going to be detailed coming up in a couple of seconds. Players will continue to be able to earn ARCs in-game, which I think is fantastic. And at the moment, it's been up to 400 ARCs a week. No information on whether that's going to change or not, though, however. And you earn this by playing Elite Dangerous daily or by contributing to events in-game. Or at certain types of holiday events, you may even get bonus ARCs, like what you do for the Advent at Christmas. On to the next bit. What next bit is that, I hear you say? Well, we're going to talk about the ship variants now. So Frontier has stated that they're very excited to bring ship variants into Elite throughout the year and are looking forward to seeing how us as commanders make use of each one. Now, this would typically allude to the fact that each of these variants would have a specific role to play. Interesting? Could be. Starting with the Python Mark II, Frontier are pleased to announce that they will be available in-game for Odyssey players on the 7th of August. And you'll be able to buy those on the 7th of August as Elite Dangerous Odyssey players for credits at shipyards across the galaxy. Get yourself over to Shinrata. If you're Elite, guaranteed to get one. However, if you cannot wait until then, here it comes, here it comes. I can hear everyone going, oh, pay to win, but it's not. However, if you cannot wait, so we're talking impatience until then, you can get a 3-month early access to the Python Mark II on the 7th of May from the Frontier Elite Dangerous store for the grand total of 16,250 ARCs. Now, as of the making of this video on the 23rd of April 2024, before any ARCs adjustments that they've alluded to in the previous section, that's about £9.59. So if you can't wait and you must totally want to have that Python Mark II, get the ARCs out. Now, it's not all doom and gloom for all you non-Odyssey players. Oh no, and we're assuming it's going to be the live version, version 4 of the game, right? This applies to, okay? Non-Odyssey owners will be able to access ship variants from the store for ARCs. Dun dun dun! So there you have it. If you haven't got Odyssey, and I'm assuming you've got the up-to-date version of Horizons, version 4 or whatever it is, the live version of the game, then you'll be able to access ship variants from the store. Doesn't say when. It might be 7th of May, but we're going to have to wait and see. And there's more. Oh my God. I'm nearly out of breath here. Pre-built ships. Now, here we go. Everyone settle down. Strap yourselves in. Here we go. They're also going to be introducing a new category in the Elite Dangerous game store. That is pre-built ships. Pre-built ship packages will offer us as commanders the opportunity to purchase ships that have been given a significant upgrade from their base models. Just let that sink in. Everyone's going, it's pay to win. It's not pay to win because you get this stuff in game. Frontier again envisaged that these pre-built ships to be a quicker way for new players coming into the game to get involved in the areas, for example, like the Thargoid War, right, without going through all that necessary grind from engineering. Perhaps if you're considering, they mention, as a new career path in-game, but do not have time to devote to a new build from scratch. Interesting stuff. And of course, you know, pay for it with arcs, which in turn you buy arcs with either in-game time or by doing community events. Or, let's face it, parting with cash. Personally, I do not view this as pay to win. And you know what? I have long said that Frontier, like I've mentioned in this video before, need to make better use of the Frontier store. You want new ships? Hey, no problem. You want new ships to go and do AX? No problem. Here it is. It's one all packaged up for you. Look at that. These pre-built ship packages will include instant access to a pre-fitted ship, a ship kit, and a paint job. So you're going to get a pre-fitted ship and the modules and weapons you need, a ship kit, and a paint job, so you can look swanky. Now, this will be typically themed, they say, to match an activity within the game. So, for example, and they've given an example of the conflict that we're currently going through, the Titans, which of course there's 5 left. The AX Combat Jumpstart package, aptly and snappily named, will give instant access to an Alliance Chieftain with all the necessary modules to go straight into the action within the Maelstrom. The Python Mark II will launch with a pre-built ship package as well, allowing you to kickstart your career in the latest ship, including a brand new paint job and ship kit. Now, cosmetic items will also feature quite heavily in this store. A bestsellers section will be added to the game store, including some of our most, they say our most, Frontier's most popular items, allowing commanders to purchase such items as Midnight Black, Stygian and Chromed all year round. Now, of course, these are obviously paint jobs, right? We will continue to add, they will, Frontier, to the store throughout the year with that same focus on the stuff that players actually want. Now, this is fantastic. And we're obviously going to hear a bit more about this as well during the Frontier Unlocked stream on the 24th. And also we'll get the 1 hour interview about power play, which they're obviously very, very excited about. Anyway, that's the news, new and improved, all the way from Frontier. Thank you very much, Frontier, for giving me this information just before time, although I could have done this video a little bit forward and not rushed through it like I just have, but thanks very much anyway. I've been Ricardo. What do you think? Do you think this is going to be play to win? Do you think, nah, I want to support this game? I'm having loads of fun. I'm having loads of fun. And if you want to have loads of fun too, we stream on a Saturday and Sunday. So come on, pop in and get involved. Take it easy. See you soon.